Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, guys. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin market as well today. Price action that we discussed in the previous report is done. So indeed market has shown the upward action to the top of our range that we have specified. It was around where started this possible target around 10.70 until 11 and 10. And as you can see, market has reached precisely the 11.10. So 11.10 was mostly based on the two moments. First of all, because this former neckline, this head and shoulders pattern, and we thought that market could retest it before downward continuation. Second, because this is also intraday 618 fib levels. And if you remember, we have put the marking here, this C with the those question signs, because somewhere the C point should be completed. Why? Because that's important for us to calculate the targets that we could get to the downside. Since this sell-off was really sharp, and on the weekly chart we have the bearish reversal session, we still think that market could show the downward continuation here. Besides, as I said in today's update on the Forex market, on the gold market, it seems the overall reaction on the Fed statement was a bit too small. And we think that investors should add more value to this speech that Jerome Powell taken recently, and because overall statement was dollar supportive, and we suggest that a stronger reaction to the downside should be, on the other markets, and stronger reaction to the upside for the dollar. That makes us think that indeed we could get here another leg down. Anyway, as usual, we should keep an eye on our crucial levels, and if market will continue to move higher, breaking through this resistance and coming back to this top, well, that could mean that we are wrong, and indeed market is coming higher and intends to break this level. But currently we are watching for our basic scenario for the downside action. If we calculate the extensions, as we know that C point probably stands in place, take a look here. We have the two possible ABCD targets. Personally, I think that would be better to focus on this one, because this ABCD equal leads right to the confidence support that we have with the target around 875. This will be agreement with the confidence support. It's a bit better target. If you would like to stick with this one, it's has less chances to be reached, just because it stands below the confluence, although it also could be reached if the drop will be very fast. It's more probable target. As I said, it would be better to focus on just minor ABCD. It has better probability. So that's what we consider in the nearest few sessions. Why we think that the C point stands in place. If you'll take a look at the 4-hour time frame chart, you will see that market here has completed a lot of extensions. First of all, if you treat it as the double bottom, you will calculate the distance between the neckline and the bottoms, and then you move it in the direction of the double bottom. As you can see, the classical target of the double bottom has been completed pips to pips right here. So from that standpoint, market has achieved the target. Also, market has completed perfectly this AB equals CD pattern right here. Slightly above the market, we have natural resistance that we have shown on the daily, this one. And also take a look, we have here fib level from this top to this bottom, 618, and major 618 resistance from this top to this bottom. So this cluster of the resistance, that's attractive for possible taking the short position from the one point of view. From the another point of view, this level could become the good indicator. So if market somehow still will break it up and market will continue to move higher, that will definitely tell you that bearish scenario probably failed, and we should search for something else. And then finally, if you'll take a look at the overall price action, it is not, well, something really superb. It's not this kind of action, right? So, well, it's rather choppy, not very fast, The recent part of it's with the long tails, so mostly it has the features of the pullback. That makes us think that we should get some downward continuation here. So if you have the bullish view, you should wait either for a completion of this daily setup around H750 or break out of this area and moving higher. That will tell you definitely that market returns back on the bullish scenario. If you have the bearish view and would like to sell, you could consider this setup that we have here and on a daily chart with a specified target, and the validation point will be above this resistance level. So that's what we have currently on the Bitcoin.